author says that he used to work in a hotel earlier, where guests used to come again and again. He was a billionaire because he had patented a key component in Wi-Fi router. In addition, he had sold a lot of companies in a young age of 20. But he had some childish antics regarding this money. Obviously, he used to carry millions of dollars with himself so that he can show people how rich he is. One day he came to the hotel and gave a bunch of money to the waiter and said, "Go and get 2-3 gold coins from the front shop." Then that tech millionaire started throwing those gold coins with his friend in the sea, as if they were throwing a stone, and to see who could throw the fastest coin. It was all for fun. And obviously this millionaire is broke. Psychology of Money's author Morgan Housel says that money has some rules. It is not only with the intelligent, rather those who understand these rules, it stay with them. And today we will understand about the 7 rules of this psychology of money. The first rule in this is luck and risk. When Bill Gates was 13 years old, he got his classmate named Paul Allen. Allen was obsessed with his college computer. The two became a pair. At that time, computers were very new, and not every school had computers. But Lakeside School was such a place that had invested in computers at that time. If we talk about exact calculation, then in 1968, there was 303 million children, of those who were eligible to go to high school. 18 million of these children lived in USA, of which 2,070,000 children were in Washington state. 1 million were in the Seattle area, and only 300 children study in Lakeside School. Means in 1968, out of 303 million, 300 children had the opportunity to work on computers. It means 1 in a million opportunity. Bill Gates was in one of those 300 children. Bill Gates himself had believed that if there wasn't Lakeside, then Microsoft would not have been created. But do you know about the story of Kent Evans? Was also one of those 300 children who were studying with Bill Gates at Lakeside School. Bill Gates and Kent became very good friends at 8th standard. And according to Bill, Kent was extraordinary in maths. Once there was a problem in Lakeside School that the child of the school can attend whatever class they want, but doing it manually was too complicated. The school asked Kent and Bill to design the program, and they made this program easily together. Bill and Kent used to talk about the computers for hours. Bill Gates says, "I still remember Kent's phone number, but we don't know Kent's name yet." It actually happened that while mountaineering, Kent died. Only 1 out of a million people died from mountaineering, and unfortunately, that was Kent. In short, luck worked for both Bill Gates and Kent, but in opposite directions. So the point is that many times many forces which are not in our control, they work for us, good or bad, but we do not have to focus too much on that which we cannot control. Rather, we have to focus on that which we can control. Point it's never enough. Raj Gupta was born in Calcutta, but what he achieved in his life was phenomenal. In his 40s, he became the CEO of McKinsey, a world-famous consulting firm. He also did philanthropic work with Bill Gates. His net worth in 2008 was $1 million. This is so much money that if we deposit it in the bank and if we get 5% interest rate, then every hour we will get $600. And that too 24 hours into 365 days. But Raj Gupta wanted to become a billionaire. In 2008, there was a financial crisis in Goldman Sachs, which is an investing bank of USA. Warren Buffett thought of investing $5 billion in it in order to fix its situation. Everyone knew that if Warren Buffett takes pay in this bank, its share price will increase. Now, because Raj Gupta was a board member of Goldman Sachs, he already knew about this information. Gupta called Raj Ratan, and in no time, Raj bought 1,075,000 of Goldman Sachs shares. As soon as the deal was announced that Warren Buffett is investing $5 billion in a Goldman Sachs, so Raj earned $1 billion in a few hours. After this, do you know what happened to both of them? Gupta and Raj go to jail for insider trading. Author says that we need an amount to live a comfortable life. But after that, all for our later ego. Many people to earn this money think what we need to get what we don't actually need. And this is the biggest stupidity. That's why sometimes it is necessary to stop ourselves. The next point is compounding. There is 2,000 books written about Warren Buffett. And obviously everyone's believes that Warren is a very good investor. But very few people know that Warren was a very good investor since childhood. Warren's net worth is approximately $84.5 billion. Out of his 99.6% wealth, that means $84.2 billion Warren has earned after his 50th birthday. Out of his $81.5 billion he earned when everyone takes retirement. It means after 60. Warren Buffett started investing from the age of 10. At the age of 30, he had $1 million. Just imagine, if he was a normal person and at the age of 30 he was thinking to do something new, then he would have $25,000 left at the age of 30. And if like a normal person, he would have taken a retirement plan in the age of 60. So if we take his normal 22% of return, he would have only $11.9 million, which is 99.9% less money than his current net worth. And this is the power of compounding. Anyway, have you heard of Tim Simon? Tim is the head of hedge fund, who has compounded his money on an average 66% rate since 1988. While Warren Buffett has compounded at about 22%. Tim Simon's net worth is about $23 billion, which is less than 75% of Warren's. But why? Obviously, the reason is compounding. Simon started investing at the age of 50 and Warren at the age of 10, so he had half the time than Warren to compound. If Simon had also got 70 years to compound money, and his money kept compound at 66% rate, then his net worth would have been 63 quadrillion, 900 quadrillion, 781 trillion, 780 billion, 748 million, and $160,000. It's okay, don't be scared. If we also want to compound our money, then there is a method, obviously investing, in which we can hold the share of a profitable, stable company for a long time, so that we can compound. Next is freedom. Author says that the definition of freedom is different for everyone, but every person needs one thing, and that is control in life, and that's money. And the best thing about money is that money gives us the freedom to do anything, anytime, anywhere in life. A little money can give us the freedom that we can take a few days off work and have fun with our family. Or if we get sick, then we should not be burdened. And if we have some more money, then we can wait for that job which we want, or else we will have to do the same job which we got first. And if we have 6 months emergency fund, then we don't need to fear our boss, because we know that in 6 months we will find some other job. If we have some more money, then of course we can take a job with a little less salary, so that we can get that much time that we can spend with our family members. In short, with money, we can free up some of our time, and this should be the goal to achieve money. Next one says man in the car paradox. Author says that when he used to work in hotels, many people used to come in Ferraris, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, and he always used to see these cars. But just imagine, he never saw that person sitting in it. But we think that when we buy the car, everyone will see us and not the car. Happens is that we think by buying a new car, a new dress, a new jewelry, we will prove to the people that we are rich. We have become successful in life. But to be honest, just like we do not care about others, in the same way, others also do not care about our gadgets. Therefore, as soon as the son of the author was born, he wrote a letter for his future. You will feel that you want that expensive house. Rather, you need respect from other people. The next one says save money. Suppose at this time the net worth of both of us is same, and you are a better investor than me. I can take 8% annual return and you 12%. I can manage money a little better, and I need very little money to be happy, but you, as your assets increase, your expenses also keep increasing repeatedly. But still, I will have more wealth. Of course, you are a better investor. Why? Because saving has a bigger role than investing in wealth. Author says that saving happens when we understand that yes, we need a certain level of income to live a comfortable life, but the whole income after that is for our ego. Next one says that wealth is the money you do not see. The author always saw a man in the hotel who used to come in his Porsche car. But one day he came in old Honda, and the author asked him, "Where is your Porsche car?" So the man answered without being saying that I have taken a loan of 1 million for the car, which became default, and the company took the car. On this, the author says that whether we see someone driving a car worth 1 million we do not think they have $1 million. Rather, it turns out that $1 million have been reduced from the money they had before, or have taken a loan of $1 million. When someone tells us that they want to be a millionaire, it's not what they mean. That they want $1 million, they want to spend $1 million. Instead, wealth is the car we never bought, the house we never bought, or the watches we never wore. Author says that real wealth remains hidden. So we should focus on wealth and not show off. So friends, we had seen total 7 points in this video. The first was luck and risk. Sometimes there are many factors which are not under our control, but in spite of this, we should focus on those which are under our control. The next one was never enough. In this point, we had seen the story of Richard Gupta, that sometimes even 100 million is less for a person. That's why we should know when we have to stop on our ego. In the next point, we saw compounding. At this point, we saw that Jim Simons has less wealth than Warren Buffett, despite taking 66% rate of annual return, and this is due to law of compounding. Warren Buffett started investing in 10 years, while Jim Simons started investing in 50 years. That's why Jim's net worth is 75% less than Warren. Next point is freedom. In this point, we saw that the best thing about money is that it gives us control and freedom in life, and we should think about it from this perspective. Next point is man in the car paradox. In this point, we saw that when we see each other's car or some expensive thing, we think about that thing, not about that person. So when we also buy an expensive thing, people will also think about that expensive thing. That's why we should not live in this paradox. Next point was save money. In this point, we saw that along with investing, saving plays a big role. So instead of showing off, we should focus more on saving. The next point was wealth is the money that we do not see, in which we saw that wealth is not what we see, but what we have saved are the items which we do not show. Friends, you can share this video with your friends or family members who you think are spending unnecessarily and those who needs to control their finances. Anyways, if you don't want to miss such knowledgeable video, then don't forget to press the bell button after subscribing. You can also tell by commenting on which topic you want the next video. We will see you again soon. Bye.